Hey guys, welcome to the latest edition of the Muir Reflection. John from the John Muir Show here. So at a Monday United Nations event in Madrid, Spain, Democrat House Speaker Nancy Pelosi stated that the United States of America is still in when it comes to tackling global warming. But of course, the United States is not still in when it comes to tackling global warming. As you may recall, President Trump recently formally withdrew the United States from the disastrous Obama-era Paris climate change agreement. And good thing that he did, because that Obama-era disaster, the Paris climate change agreement, it was terrible for the United States of America. It did nothing to help the United States of America, and quite frankly, it didn't do anything to meaningfully help the environment either. All it involved was the United States of America, as was typical during the Obama years, ending up in a deferential position to all these other countries in the world. The United States had to pay a ton of taxpayer money to these other countries, many of whom hate the United States of America, and the United States had to accept the blame for all sorts of environmental problems, even though any of these environmental matters, it would be largely on the part of other countries on the other side of the world. They would be the ones at fault, not the United States of America. So overall, the Paris Climate Agreement was an absolute disaster. Thank goodness President Trump got us out of it. Not to mention that this entire global warming thing, or this entire climate crisis, it is a total hoax. I mean, there's absolutely nothing to it. Keep in mind, the only reason that most of the Democrats don't talk about global warming anymore is because all of their global warming predictions from the last decade failed to materialize. It turned out that all of their global warming predictions, they were dead wrong. It was a total hoax from the start. And apparently, Nancy Pelosi hasn't gotten the message yet that global warming, it was so 2006 for Democrats. No, now the term they use is climate crisis. They claim that there's some sort of a climate crisis going on and that the world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address the climate crisis. Of course, in reality, there is no climate crisis taking place. Climate change, sure, that is real because the climate does not stay 100% stagnant at all times. There are minor changes to the climate that frequently happen. So yes, technically there is climate change, but it's nothing major. It is nothing nefarious. There is no climate crisis. Case in point, Democrat politicians for years now have been telling you that because of this climate crisis, the world is going to end in 12 years. Have you noticed that the clock has never started? It was 12 years ago. It's 12 years today. It's going to be 12 years from now. I mean, if there was actually anything to this whole climate crisis they keep pitching, if this was actually something serious that's going to end the world, I mean, shouldn't these Democrat politicians want all of us to know exactly where we're at, exactly when the world's going to end, how much time we have left on planet Earth? I mean, if it was serious, of course they would, but it's not serious, so they continue to say 12 years, the world's going to end in 12 years, just because they can continue to always say 12 years, and with, the clock always remaining at 12 years, it can never hit zero, where, of course, all of their predictions would be proven wrong, just like their global warming predictions were proven wrong. So no, regardless what they call it, climate change, global warming, the climate crisis, I mean, all of their sinister predictions, it's just one big charade. It's all one big hoax when they're talking about how the world's going to end because of global warming or a climate crisis. I mean, it's just a joke. And Nancy Pelosi, obviously, she does not accurately represent the United States position, because we are out on that disastrous Paris climate change agreement that was meant to fight global warming or the climate crisis. So what Nancy Pelosi said the other day, it should not be taken as a serious representation of the United States position on this matter. Rather, it should be taken for what it is, a violation of the Logan Act. That's all the time that we have for today. More of the John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.